I don't think so. Beautiful today, huh? Yeah. When our lighting.
Miles Davis.
That's true. Wayne Shorter.
Good morning. Here we go. One, two. Standing outside the door of love and mercy, you wonder if there's a place there for you. You know there's peace inside, but still you're searching for someone who understands the pain you go through. Where the Father waits with open arms, He's calling out your name. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, come on in, come on in. You'll find a place of rest and illumination where God within you helps you to light your way. He knows the peace you need and the hurt you're feeling. He longs to hold you and to wipe your tears away. Well, when the doors are locked, the lights are on, what are you waiting for? Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, come on in. Well, there's room enough in this home of love for someone just like you. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, come on in. Yeah. You need to come on in.
Good morning. Come over here.
Oh, yeah.
Hi. It is a lovely day outside. Yeah. All right. Happy Palm Sunday. All right. Well, we are going to be doing some tie-dyeing of eggs with the younger kids today, the preschoolers and the elementary kids. Yeah. And we're going to talk about new life and how we can always make new choices and have new opportunities and see things in new ways. The older kids are going to continue their lessons on manifestation. And we have an Easter egg hunt next Sunday. So I know there'll be a slide later with information about that. But 10:30 a.m. on the clubhouse porch next week. Bring your own basket or borrow one of ours. So we'll see you then, families. And the Easter Bunny will be here also, so don't miss that. Do you have a question for us, Nancy?
All right. So here's my question. When you are worried about something, what makes you feel better?
Going in my room,
And what do you do in your room? What helps you in your room?
try to take a nap,
There you go. So you try to rest. Okay. What else?
hugging my mom.
Okay. So hugging my mom. What else?
I know some people play video games to help themselves feel better.
Yeah. So what I want you to think about that we're going to teach your families today is that we're going to talk about fear and worry and how they affect us and how we have to learn to let go of fear and worry and how we do that and why we do that. But whenever you're worried or fearful, I want you to think about what makes you feel better. And then I want you to share with me when you do something that you can teach us. Okay?
Oh, homework.
All right.
All right, before we bless these kiddos, I need Melody to come up here and stand next to me. So we were given information a couple weeks ago, and we're allowed to announce it now. Now come over here. Thank you. All right. Yep. Yeah, you're going to do that in a minute. So was it not this school year, last school year? Yeah, this young lady was a Regie, and in the southeast region of Youth of Unity, the high schoolers, that means that she was one of the teenagers who is the youth leader in charge of all of the Unity high school students. That means she plans the retreats, she plans the spiritual curriculum for those retreats. Writes the lesson material, plans the schedule for the entire retreat, is one of the spiritual leaders of the region. Well, she was tapped and has accepted the position of being Indy, which means that she is now one of the international leaders. So not this summer, but the following summer, she will lead the week-long spiritual retreat at Uni Village for all of the high school students that will attend that retreat. Yeah, it's big. It's big. All right, so let's bless all these kids and Melody. All right, stand up, guys. We love you. We bless you. We truly appreciate you, even you in the back. All the Christ in you. We love you. We love you. We really, really love you. Mwah. All right, go.
Well, greetings, you all. Well, I just want you to know, the last time I was up here, those of you who know me, I can be passionate. And, I always share what is ever in the message that needs to be shared. Well, it so happened that Sunday I was being asked to encourage all of you to greet one another. I happen to be a member of the ambassadors team. Let's just say my passion got away from me. So I want to assure you today I am going to abide by the mantra made famous by the show Dragnet. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts, okay? So, because I really can't get carried away. But anyway, I would like to extend a very friendly welcome to all of you who are with us here live, as well as those of you who are joining us via the internet. Your presence is equally important and valuable. At this time, do we have any first-time visitors? Welcome. Welcome. Following the service, if you're interested, in the back, Michael will be giving you a Unity t-shirt, and we're just very glad that you're here. Now, I know there are some of you that are like second and third timers. Would you raise your hand that are coming back today? Yeah? Okay. Very glad you're here. And at this time, I would like to encourage all of you to check your phones to make sure they are on silent. Thank you. And as you can see, there are many ways in which you can get information about what's happening at Unity. There's Facebook, there is unitytampa.org. Those of you who are really well-versed on QR codes, you can do it that way. I'm still learning all that new technology, but in any event, it is there. And so again, do silent your cell phones. If following the service, you see anyone with a flower, be so kind as to go up and extend a friendly, how do you do? Because we're all worth knowing and we're all worth meeting. So just encourage you to do that. And now okay, Oscar is in the back. Now, Oscar, raise your hand. All right. Now, what I'd like to do is for anyone who is interested and would like to be a part of a carpool, to get you here on Sunday services, see Oscar following the service. Okay, he will give you the details on how to do that if you're interested and need carpool information. Next Sunday, of course, is Easter. And at 10:30, you heard Heather mention there is going to be an Easter egg hunt. And the kiddos are going to be gathering at 10:30 over in Fellowship Hall. And it's going to be a great time. It's going to be fun. And also, following the service, there is going to be a potluck. And if you're interested, go online and sign up. All kinds of food are welcome: appetizers, entrees, desserts, you name it. They're all welcome. We've got so much today. Okay. So, CPR training. As you can see, there are various Sundays where the CPR, the people who perform the program, they're offering all those different Sundays: the 7th, the 16th, May 7th, May 19th. If you are interested in wanting to become certified in CPR, go to nationsbestcpr.com and all the information and details will be there. Then on Wednesday, April the 8th, this coming week, there is going to be an event happening here in the sanctuary at 6:30. Laura Lynn, who is a psychic medium, will be here with the program. If you're interested, the information is in the bulletin. It's there on the screen, and there probably is a fee, but if you go to the website, you'll find out what it is. Michael Brady. Okay, on Saturday, April the 11th, under the leadership of Michael Brady, he is going to be offering a past life regression workshop. Now, it's very important that if you are wanting to attend, that you get with Michael before Saturday the 11th, because he wants to make sure that he has the materials available so that your experience is meaningful. So you can't just show up on that day and say, hey, I want to see what I've been. Can't do that. So get with Michael, and he will give you the details.
Have a fee paid for the event, and please come. It's a 2.5-hour experience of discovery and fun in a guided group process where we do sharing after the event with each other. It'll be a good time for everybody.
And then on Saturday, April the 18th, I'm going to let David talk about this. There's going to be a Paint Your Heart Out. And David, the mic is yours.
Thank you. Hey guys, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Dave Trull, and this is my 3rd year as the team captain for Paint Your Heart Out for Unity. This year, like last year, we're painting one of our own homes. The challenge is it's a slightly larger, like way larger home than the ones we've done in the past. We currently have 13 people signed up. Of those 13, 3 are helpers, which means we need lots more painters. So if you can paint, if you can think you paint, if you know you can't paint but you want to paint, just come see me. For those who've already signed up, please also come see me, because we got to get that legal business out of the way of just signing off the form that you won't sue in the city or anyone, if Jeffrey pushes you off a ladder. So, and here's the thing: when I say it's a bigger home, not only do we paint this house, we paint it with 2 coats of paint. Last year we were done. I was turning the paint in back to the city at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This year, a few more bodies. We can still get out at a pretty good time. But we're going to start at 8 o'clock. The house is in Lutz, so it's Paint Your Heart Out Tampa Bay this year. We're going to stretch it. They let us stretch it to go up to Lutz. So if you would like to paint, come see me afterwards. We'll get you on the list, and we'll go from there. Thank you very much. I would like to have 10 more. I'm also kidnapping all of the men's group, because that's also that day. So the men's group is going to be in Lutz. You got it.
Okay, guys, you've got your marching orders, so come out and help.
women like us. We were out there too last year.
take them too. I'm just like,
No, I'm telling Julia, we actually, if you're a woman and you like to paint, you know, last year half of us were women. See, that's very
Wow.
Oh my gosh, we do have fun here. We do. And as you know, we always like to dress in costume like Oscar as the motor car and the whole bit. But in any event, so right now we're looking to celebrate birthdays. And so Zach Thomas coming up, no, that would be today, March 29th. Okay, Logan Stewart King, grandson, okay, March 30th, that's coming up tomorrow. Okay, Jeffrey, happy birthday on Tuesday. Mark Sherman on April the 2nd. And Chandler, April the 2nd, I should say. And Linda Carlson, April the 2nd. Yes, so happy birthday. All right. Now, at this time, is there anyone else we may have overlooked? Like you have an anniversary coming up, anything big for this week? I always forget to mention that for this week. Anyone? Okay, Ellie, it's your turn. You're up.
It's my wife and I's anniversary on next Wednesday. See, I jumped the gun. I got so excited and then I forgot what week it is. Forget I said that. Scratch that. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. God loves you. Happy birthday to you. It's a morning of gaffes, I suppose. I don't know.
funny thing is, I thought it was weird that you were saying it because since I performed the wedding, I knew you are on next week's list. But hey, I'm happy to celebrate anytime. Good morning. Good morning. So didn't we have fun last week? Oh my gosh, we had such a great picnic and such a great time. And we have so many people to thank for that. And so, first, I want to do a quick shout out to both of my friends in Colorado who have birthdays on the same day. I love you both, and happy birthday. And I also want to say happy birthday to our grandson, who turns 4 tomorrow. So Julia mentioned him. But in case your parents are watching, instead of letting you play, I just want to say happy birthday. Also, I want to I know Corey and Lestiel want to come up and thank people, but before they do, I want to say, not only do we need to thank all of the socialites and the people who helped make that day special. It was fun. We were active. So many great things came out of it. But all of you who attended and brought food and showed up here, you're just as important because without you, they had nothing. And without them, we would have had nothing. So that's what community's about. And so, Lori, yeah, okay. Corey and Lestiel, come on up. And Jeffrey, you want to give them a mic? I'll get out of the way. Come on up. I'll get out of the way.
Yeah, we just want to reiterate, thank everybody for last week who participated, who helped set up, break down, wash dishes.
Lots of dishes.
Yeah, lots of dishes. Congratulate the winners on the desserts. I didn't get any, but I will be competing next year, so be on the lookout. Thank Julie for the seed board, Pat for the glasses.
The fundraiser.
Jackie,
Jackie.
Jackie
for
for the food,
fundraiser.
the fundraiser.
How much did you raise?
Oh.
It's like $500-something, right?
Yep, yep. Good job, Mary.
Mary, Lois,
Lewis. Mm-hmm.
Yamada, and Peter. Yeah. Oh, and last point, we know we ran out of grilled meat, but we are working on that, so there'll be more next time. So no need to rush.
Oh, Elliot. Yeah, Elliot did a cool
No, you
segment.
guys were wonderful.
Yeah,
I want to say
Michael?
too.
Lestiel made me I was rushing to try and get the music going, and Lestiel made me a whole tray of food to bring home to my family. I brought it home that afternoon. We ate like kings and queens, and it was just wonderful. So thank you guys. Most importantly, yeah,
Michael?
Mike.
Yeah, thank you, Michael, very much.
And
Carmen, trying to get everybody. We made a list.
Sorry, you're never gonna get it right. Trust me.
And you guys, they put entirely too much money in our tip jar too. So I'm giving some of that money back to the church as well. I didn't do that. I didn't discuss it last week. They're going to fight me about it, I'm sure, but that's going to happen. Yeah, so that's going to increase.
Very generous. Thank you.
Yeah, the church really made out last week because they got the whole raffle and the going back to the church, and the generosity was just amazing. And then something else. What else do we do? I can't remember. I'm sorry, but everything was really wonderful. We had such a great time, and just thank you for coming. And we're gonna try to stick with that time frame so that it's nice and cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was great.
Mhm.
Thank you, guys. We really appreciate you. Here, give that to Jeffrey, guys. All right. I have like 5,000 other people to thank today. So let's see if I can do a good job. All right, Garden Angels, my stompers, all of you, and Kenrick, where are you? There you are. Thank you. I heard you came out boots and uniform. You were ready to go. Thank you. Stand up if you help get rid of some of our grasshoppers. Thank you. We appreciate you. We have some good pictures of our stompers. Thank you so much. It's unfortunate this happens every year, but it does. Also, NGU. I think Jahan is not here today, and Katie is already in the clubhouse. But there's a picture of the whole group at Unity Village last week where Jahan spoke, and she came home and ended up in the hospital on her birthday Friday, which was such a bummer, but she's okay. She clunked herself. And Jahan, if you're watching, we're sending you prayers and lots of love. And so thank you to both of you. And then Hope, where's Marianne? Is she here? Okay, so we had 11 people show up at Hope this week. Stand up if you were at the social justice meeting this week. Thanks to all who were there. So we have a very big group to put together in April, and I'll be on you after Easter about that. So, but thanks to everyone who could be there. I teach on Tuesday nights for Unity Worldwide Spiritual Institute, and so I could not be there.
The tickets, we'll hand those out later.
Oh, yeah, can I see those? Can you just hand them me for a minute? So Jeffrey got these for everybody. These are for the Nehemiah Action Event. What's the date, Jeff? It's not April 20th. Thank you. Yeah. April 20th. So that's a Monday night, right? Okay. So we have these, and if you're planning on going and you get one of these from Jeffrey, you won't have to stand in line when you get there to register. Fill it out in advance, hand it to him, and you walk right in. So that'll save a lot of time. Thank you for doing that. Okay, and last but not least, if you are looking for something very spiritual to do from your home on Friday, Good Friday, we are supporting the Good Friday Project, which is being delivered by the region, the Southeast region for Unity Ministers, or Unity Ministries, which we belong to. There are adults speaking and youth who put together messages, including Melody, who recorded a meditation for this event. So it is a 3-hour event. You do not have to spend the whole 3 hours. They say come for as long as you want or as little. It is on a love offering basis. You can spend 5, you can spend 50. It's your choice. But it is the message and the focus is on the last 7 words of Jesus. and we were there last year. We were virtual last year. It's a beautiful event if you want something to do. And the only thing I didn't tell you is the time frame, which noon to 3 Eastern. Yeah, noon to 3 Eastern. Everything they put out is often on Central Time, so I had to remember. All right, so if you didn't get that QR code, see us and we'll get it to you. All right, that's everything. And it's time to go home. Gosh. All right, let's say our affirmation. There is only one power and one presence. Oh gosh, let's start again. There is only one power and one presence in the universe and in my life, God the good omnipotent. And now we're going to say the prayer for our country. One presence, one power, God. We are one family, one heart, called to peace, love, strength, and action. Divine wisdom guides us now. And today's daily word is about Palm Sunday, which you would imagine is the case. And it says, on Palm Sunday, I honor the divine presence within. On Palm Sunday, Jesus made his triumphant entry into Jerusalem riding a donkey colt, spiritually symbolizing dominion of the Spirit over human nature. Today, I find inspiration in that timeless Bible story. Going forward, I commit myself to mastering my impulses and judgments and continually surrendering my imperfections to the Christ within. My commitment in regularly going to the upper chamber of my consciousness smooths the rough edges of my mind and opens my heart to perfect love and purity. By following Jesus' example, I proceed with courage and confidence along the path of fulfillment and transcendence. And from John 12, the quote they used is, I have come as light into the world so that everyone who believes in me should not remain in the darkness. And we'll be talking a lot about that day many, many years ago later on, and about fear and worry. So, we need to sing.
Oh, you guys want to stand and sing instead? What am I saying? I'm piping up. You guys tell me to pipe down, man. I'm piping up too much this morning. Forgetting my own anniversary. Releasing, right, folks? Hey. Let it rise. Let the Spirit of our God rise among us. Let the Spirit of our God rise among us. Let the Spirit of our God rise among us. Let it rise. Oh, 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 let it rise. Let the love within our hearts rise among us. Let the love within our hearts rise among us. Let the love within our hearts rise among us. Let it rise. Oh, let it rise. Yeah. Oh. Let the peace around the world rise among us. Let the peace around the world rise among us. Let the peace around the world rise among us. Let it rise. Oh, let it rise. Taking it higher now, yeah. Let the Spirit of our God rise among us. Let the Spirit of our God rise among us. Let the Spirit of our God rise among us. Let it rise. Oh, let Nice.
you glad they sang?
Yes.
I'm going to skip the good news story today because I think you are the good news story, quite frankly. And so I'd much rather hear you sing any day. How many of you in the choir are here today? Stand up. All right, I want to thank our choir. We have been having good Wednesday night practices, and we're going to knock it out of the park for you next Sunday. So be prepared. All right, let's get ready for meditation.
I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and all I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. We'll sing you. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and all you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. Sing we are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and all we are, and is a blessing to the world, is a blessing to the world. You're a blessing to the world.
Such a great message for us. Just to think about the fact that we are a blessing to the world. Deep breaths, if you would. And just try to relax and feel the joy this morning. My favorite place to be is here on Sunday morning with all of you, as we just come together in joy and celebrate all the community and love and connection we have here. No one is alone here unless you choose to be. And so as you take a few deep breaths and relax, quiet your mind, just listen to the words I'm going to share and take in what's right for you. Today, I focus on releasing fear and worry. And as I do, I acknowledge releasing any attachment I have to outcomes. I'm learning to relinquish control, which allows me to uncover what is mine to experience without getting in the way, without resistance, with grace and vulnerability. And as I consciously let go of my need for certainty and predictability, I create space for the unexpected blessings and new possibilities to enter my life. By surrendering my fears and worries, I invite peace and clarity to fill my mind and heart. This act of release is not about giving up. It is about trusting that the divine order of life will unfold in its perfect way if I would just step aside. When I operate from faith and trust, I become more receptive to growth. I hear the insights and the wisdoms that are whispered to me. And I recognize that by embracing every moment as it is, rather than how I wish it would be, that is how I will grow my spiritual self. In the process of growing and releasing and detaching, I realize that vulnerability becomes a strength. And it allows me to connect more deeply with myself and with others. Grace flows in as I welcome the unknown, and resistance fades away as I choose faith over fear. Releasing my personal desires helps me to be receptive and open to what is mine to learn in every experience. And as I surrender to life's unplanned twists and turns, I release myself from the shores of limitation to where I'm sailing free. And while navigating the waters ahead may range from turbulent and uncharted to safe harbors of stillness, I affirm faith over fear and rest in the silence as I take this in. I release all false beliefs that are holding me back, all the stories I've told myself that simply don't support me. And as I gently return to this place and time, feeling refreshed, relaxed, and open, I acknowledge that I am centered in peace. Good morning, Logan and Everett. So, we're going to talk about Palm Sunday today. which is the end of our 40-day journey through Lent. We spent 5 weeks now working on releasing our thoughts, our beliefs, our emotional patterns that no longer serve our growth. And now we take this final step toward resurrecting our lives. This is a critical turning point where we ask ourselves an important question. How will I enter the unknown future without fear or worry? In other words, how will I operate on faith as I step forward? Because come next Sunday, that is when we will be taking that step for ourselves. That's the final step toward resurrecting our own lives. And this is a critical turning point for us. That's what Jesus' experience was at the same critical turning point. Remember, he had just spent 40 days in the desert reflecting and praying. He enters Jerusalem knowing that the Jewish leaders want to kill him, but that all these other people are welcoming him. And as I said from the Daily Word, he rode in on a donkey rather than a horse to demonstrate a level of humility. And he displayed grace and courage as he trusted divine order for his life. The people in Jerusalem that were excited to see him laid down palm tree branches, which is where this Sunday gets its name. And the branches were meant to be a path for him to step over and to ride over as they celebrated his arrival. But what I want us to be thinking about today is, how do we think he must have been feeling knowing what he was riding into? How many of us have ridden into those same kinds of experiences? Maybe not on a donkey, but we've shown up somewhere knowing what we were about to face. And we had those fears and those worries and those concerns. But he was not attached to outcomes. And that's what really this is about. He was not attached. So that's our first lesson to talk about today. Fear is rooted in attachment to outcomes. Whether it's fear of loss, fear of disappointment, fear that things aren't going to play out the way we want, they're all a result of us being attached to what we believe is the right and perfect outcome in a situation. Now, how many of us spend days, weeks, months with our own perceptions of what life should be, upset, worried, fearful, when we have zero control? Anybody done it before? Right, exactly. Every one of us have been there. Don't lie to yourself. The fears we experience right now, the fears that many people are experiencing right now, are created by our perceptions of what is right and wrong. But none of this is within our control. Releasing our attachment to outcomes doesn't mean we give up responsibility. I want you to hear me clearly on that. It means we release the belief that we have to control how life unfolds and how a situation unfolds. In the face of fear, we have to release any attachment to the outcome, but not forget to move our feet as Jesus did and talked about in ways that empower us. Jesus couldn't hide in the desert forever, so he took action. He stood up for himself, and he went in and he told his truth. Are you the man who's been acting like the Messiah? He said, yes. Yes, I am. He knew it would cost him, but he remained loving and kind and in that divine self of his. At the same time, he stood up for himself. And this is what I was trying to convey to many of you weeks ago. It is okay to be upset over something, but being paralyzed by fear won't help us or the situation. We need to take steps that help us feel empowered while still representing our godly self. And we have to release attachment to the outcome. So yesterday's a perfect day for me to just toss into this conversation. All across the country, people protested for what they believed was right. And at the same time, people stood up for what they didn't think was right about the protest. Both are welcomed and necessary. But how we act about things is what I'm trying to teach us. Were we kind? Were we respectful? Did we flip somebody off in the process? Did we write a nasty gram sign? Or were we standing up for what's divinely necessary within us? There's a lesson in the Course in Miracles that I think is very relevant to this topic, and I'm certainly not well versed on the Course, but I love this aspect. It says we need to forget what we think we need and open ourselves to divine guidance and the highest good for all involved. Not just for me, not just for the people who think like me, for all involved. And once we release our fears, all possibilities will appear. It's the fear that's holding us back. You need to make a call, write a letter, protest, I don't care, but do it in a divine way. You're not happy with the people who are protesting. Speak in a godly way. Jesus talked to both sides. The people that were hanging him on that cross and the people that wanted him to live and do something. He didn't pick sides. But he did stand up for what he believed, and he never let anybody tell him not to. Our second lesson is about understanding where fear comes from, because this, I feel, is one of the most important things we don't understand. Fear cannot exist in present moment. I'll repeat that. Fear cannot exist in present moment. It doesn't have the qualities to exist in the moment. Fear is typically based on something that's triggered from the past and projections about the future. Now, I'll give you the perfect example to know this. When we were little kids, we automatically reached for the stove, whether it was on or off. If we were tall enough, we were up there trying to tap, right? First time you get burned, what do you learn? Don't touch the stove. Okay, learned behavior. So the next time when you're on the stove as an adult, you remember being burned. It isn't the present moment that's telling you that. It's you remembering the past. And our projections about the future, they consume our time. It's exhausting. None of us know what the future is. We could have a gigantic tornado that takes us all out today, long before anything else happens. We don't know, but we can't live in the past and we can't live in the future. We can learn from the past to help us step into the future. A Course in Miracles also offers another point here I love, that when we're afraid, we create what we call personal truths, our version of the story, a reality that's shaped by past wounds and imagined futures rather than faith. But fear and worry, they aren't external. They're mental habits we have created. They come from inside of us. I don't see fear and I don't see worry. It's all me generating those things. Author Jay Shetty shares this great reminder in one of his books. He says, the cause of all fear is attachment, and the cure for all fear is what? Detachment. Pretty simple to figure out. Letting go of the outcome means we trust that whatever is happening or is about to happen is our life lesson, and it is going to help us grow. Our willingness to release worry and stop bracing for the worst all the time and allow life to unfold, it requires us to have tremendous faith, but it also requires us to be vulnerable. To be open and vulnerable means that we're going to take the chance to just trust. Clinging to fear and worry does nothing but create resistance, and that blocks the flow of spirit. Reverend Ellen Davenport reminds us that the phrase fear not appears 365 times in the Bible. There's one for every single day of the year, and this was no coincidence. It is divine reassurance meant to meet us daily, exactly where we are, and to keep reminding us. If you've ever read Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, things like that, when you're in seminary, you not only have to read them, you have to be able to recite and talk about them. But you may, if you've ever read it, remember this important quote. Jesus said, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life. Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life?" He wasn't dismissing our real life challenges here. He was teaching us that worry does not have creative power. It cannot extend life, it cannot improve outcomes, and it definitely doesn't bring peace. Surrender is where we need to move to, and that's our third lesson. Surrender is spiritual strength, and Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore taught us that we cannot fully receive God's grace until we're willing to surrender and trust. He taught that fear dissolves when we stop trying to manage life from our ego, and we remember that God is the source of our well-being, our divine being. Ultimately, I'm hoping that the Palm Sunday story helps us all begin to release our fears in this final week and step forward after Easter grounded in spiritual confidence. Life is always going to include unexpected turns, but Unity teaches us that grace comes from us releasing our need to decide how life should look. Be happy with how life looks, get the lessons from how life looks, and move on with trust and faith. When we let go of fear and worry in advance, the journey becomes so much lighter and more meaningful. I want to read one of my very favorite poems from Khalil Gibran, entitled Fear, which I think says everything. I could have just read this poem and sat down. It is said that before entering the sea, a river trembles with fear. She looks back at the path she has traveled, from the peaks of the mountains, the long winding road crossing forests and villages. And in front of her, she sees an ocean so vast that to enter there seems nothing more than to disappear forever. But there is no other way. The river cannot go back. Nobody can go back. To go back is impossible in existence. The river needs to take the risk of entering the ocean, because only then fear will disappear. Because that's where the river will know it's not about disappearing in the ocean, but of becoming the ocean. Let's review today's takeaways. Releasing fear and worry invite us to release attachment to outcomes, let go of our need for control. Number 2 is to trust what's unfolding. Every experience carries a lesson for us. Number 3 is to practice vulnerability and faith and be open to God's grace. And number 4, to be willing to surrender and gain spiritual strength. The affirmation is simple. I release worry and fear. Let's say that together. I release worry and fear. And the quote is from Michael Singer. The purpose of spiritual evolution is to remove the blockages that cause you fear. Let's take that in. So we pause for a moment to say, thank you, God, for divine wisdom. We affirm that we have the capability of releasing attachment to outcomes, moving our feet, taking actions that make us feel more empowered, and in all of our actions, stepping forward as divine beings on this human journey together. And so it is. Amen. All right, I have prayer needs for Helen, who had shoulder replacement surgery, Jack, who had a knee replacement. Jack, you were watching from Malta, so my guess is you're probably watching from Tampa. So I just want you to know you're on the prayer list, and Helen, same for you. Katie and Jahan both need our prayers, and Dolores as well. And please keep Jerry in your prayers for his healing of his eyes. And Linda, I had Candace and Kier down. I know Candace isn't here today, and neither is Kier. So you'll be a chaplain. And Larry, anybody else? Just Larry? Okay. You will? Okay, Larry and Linda. All right. Thank you, guys. All right. Let's say our giving affirmation. If you have prayers, I'm sorry, please put them on the card in the back of the seat. If you're online, you can go online and put your prayer, and I'll get them on tomorrow's list. All right. Such a giving, as Lestiel said, this is a really giving community, and we're very blessed to be in the situation that we are to help so many people in this community. Thanks to you. Let's say our giving affirmation together. We have faith in God as our instant, constant, abundant supply and supplier. We have faith in God to open ways when to the human sense there is no way. We have faith in God to guide us in all our ways, and our health, happiness, and prosperity are assured. Thank you, God, for your abundant good, now flowing forth to meet our every need. Now, you are in for a treat. This is one of the best songs we could sing today and for this entire week.
There was a time in my life thought I had to do it all by myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know know the love of God was at hand. But now I find if I'm struggling just to make it through another day, I've got to let it go, let it go. And this is what I have to say. So I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, it's only up to God. There's no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, it's only up to God. Sing, I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, it's only up to God. There's no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, it's only up to God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, it's only up to God. There's no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, it's only up to God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, it's only up to God.
Thanks, guys. We got you standing up. Let's sing the peace song. Our guitars. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be thy joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Oh boy. I just love you people. You are such great energy. I just feel it all today. All right, let's say the prayer for protection and take the energy in. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is great. God bless you. Have a great week. Don't forget to come a little early next week. Parking will be interesting.